Oil prices have finally started to drop.
And we look forward to the start of the NASCAR season with an interview.
I'm Peyton Gortney.
And I'm Daniel Mert. Your news starts now.
Oil prices fell by more than 10% Friday. Wall Street is rallying toward another record after Iran said the Strait of Hormuz is finally open. That allows oil tankers to exit the Persian Gulf again and carry crude to customers worldwide. U.S. stocks ran toward the finish of a third straight week of big gains. It's their longest such streak since Halloween. The reopening of the Strait of Hormuz is the clearest signal yet for optimism, and President Donald Trump said in a speech late Thursday that the war should be ending soon.
Singer David has been arrested on suspicion of killing a 14-year-old girl. Her decomposed body was found 7 months ago in his apparently abandoned Tesla. David's lawyers have declared his innocence. Homicide detectives in Los Angeles arrested the 21-year-old singer whose legal name is David Burke. No charges have been filed in the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
The man accused of killing Charlie Kirk wants a judge to ban cameras from the courtroom. He says live broadcasts of the prosecution are violating his right to a fair trial.
Tyler Robinson is due in court Friday as his attorneys press their claims that biased coverage is tainting potential jurors in his aggravated murder case. Prosecutors intend to seek the death penalty for Robinson should he be convicted in the September 10th shooting of the conservative activist. Kirk was addressing a crowd of thousands on the Utah Valley University campus in Orem.
The return of spring means the start of the NASCAR season. NASCAR driver Austin Chindry and NASCAR regional leader Josh Harris stopped by our studio to talk about the upcoming Jack Links 500. Chindry was the 2025 winner.
The only thing better than winning once is winning twice, so we got to go do that. No, that's kind of the mentality every week. I mean, we race 38 weeks out of the year and trying to win them all, but the win at Talladega last year in the Jack Links 500 was really cool, really satisfying for our team.
Well, I think Talladega has one of the best fan experiences on the circuit. You know, I'm obviously a little partial to it, but you know, from the campgrounds, whether you're camping out all week or just the weekend, or even if you're staying in the hotels nearby and coming over to the racetrack, we're going to have a great weekend of action on the track.
To get a run on them. And there's those lap cars up in the front. That should help that bottom lane get a little bit of draft coming to the finish line.
Chindry also won the Daytona 500 in 2022. You can see the full interview on mocsnews.com and the utcecho.com.
Are you frustrated with the rush to finish the spring semester? Maybe you need to visit the Rage Room. That was one of the attractions at the Spring Fling. Here's our treasurer Cassidy taking part. She put on the safety gear, picked up the hammer, and then started swinging, breaking all sorts of glass bottles. We're not sure, but she may have set a record, and she admits it was a great stress relief. Elsewhere, Mocs chilled out riding carnival rides, enjoying hot dogs and lemonade, as well as a photo booth and a butterfly garden.
Will it stay warm and sunny for us?
Here's our Dean DeSilva with the answer.
We're looking at another sunny and warm week next week here in Chattanooga. There's another large storm system throughout the plains and the Midwest, like last week's. We're looking at an enhanced risk of severe conditions, that's level 3 out of 5, for Friday throughout this massive swath of Middle America. This includes a large 5% tornado risk with a bullseye right here in corn country that's looking at an enhanced 10% risk for more intense tornadoes. The system will reach us over the weekend this Saturday, although luckily for us, the biggest risk factor here in Chattanooga is just rain. No tornadoes expected. This system is driven by a bigger cold front that will roll in behind the storm. This will cool us down into the 60s before gradually warming up back up throughout the next week. On to the weekly forecast. We got a rainy weekend. Saturday has a high of 82 with a low of 63. And Sunday, we're looking at a high of 64 and a low of 50. You can really see that cold front here. Monday's got an expected high of 71 with a low of 45. Tuesday's expected to be cloudy with a high of 74 and a low of 50. We're going to continually, gradually warm up throughout the rest of the week. Wednesday's looking at a high of 75 with a low of 54. Thursday and Friday, both will have a high of 78 and lows of 56 Thursday and 58 Friday. That's all the weather talk I got for y'all this week. Get outside, go touch grass, little bro, and have a good week.
We're getting down to the playoffs in the NBA. So who's in and who's out?
Who's out includes an NBA great as a coach. Dominic has details.
The NBA playoff picture is taking shape as the play-in tournament gets underway and the first round matchups come into focus. The Boston Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers headline the East, meeting in the playoffs for the 23rd time. Out west, all eyes are on Victor Wembanyama as he makes his highly anticipated postseason debut with the San Antonio Spurs. Superstar matchups like Nikola Jokic and Rudy Gobert, along with LeBron James and Kevin Durant, add even more drama. The road to the NBA Finals is set to tip off this Saturday as teams begin their chase for a championship. And in other NBA news, Doc Rivers is stepping down as head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks after a disappointing season. The Bucks finished 32-50, snapping a streak of 9 straight playoff appearances. Injuries to key players, including Giannis Antetokounmpo, played a major role in the team's struggles. Rivers finishes his tenure in Milwaukee with a losing record despite a Hall of Fame career. His departure now leaves questions about the future of the Bucks moving forward. And finally, Rory McIlroy has done it again, winning the Masters for the second straight year. McIlroy edged world number 1 Scottie Scheffler by 1 shot in a tight finish at Augusta. The win marks his 6th career major and places him among golf's all-time greats. McIlroy now joins legends like Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods with multiple Masters titles.
That's this edition of Mocs News. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to keep up with us on our Instagram page.
We are also on Facebook and YouTube. Have a good weekend.